Right. So, as much as I can, whenever I have the time, I do my best to put out a video. And I have been very, very busy. It seems as if the channel has been dormant for quite some time now. But I'll be bringing you quality content today. In this video, it's already late in the night here. It's almost 10 p.m. But I thought to put out this video on one of the trading tips that is useful for the average trader. If you have been following, I also have a website, boomencrash.com. You can always check it and go to the bots page to see the bots that I give out for free and download them and use them. Right, so today I'll be talking about one of the skills you have to know when it comes to using the RSI, which is RSI's best kept secret. Okay, and I'm very excited to share this. I shared it in my mentorship with one of the students, but now I'm bringing it out here and I'm just going to brush over it. Okay, so stay connected. If you're new here, kindly subscribe to the channel. Also join my Telegram group. The link is down in the video description. So let's get to it. Let's talk about RSI, best kept secret that can help us judge the market rightly with wisdom, with knowledge and understanding, so that we can maximize our profits, make money, milk the market, let it be a cash cow. Right, so let's start. So to begin, we go to insert and look for the indicator, the oscillator relative strength index, which is definitely an oscillator. Set the period to 14, which stands for 14 days in the past. So RSI is calculated, or the relative strength index of the charts or the candlesticks are calculated based on the past 14 days. All right, data on the past 14 days. And for a level set to 30, 70, which is the original or the default. Now, name this as support, 30 as support, 70 as resistance, and leave everything as it is. Click OK. We should have this. And normally what you would like to do is to be buying at the support level to sell at the resistance. Buy at the support, sell at the resistance. Usually that's the default. But one of the things that causes many people to lose is the divergence that happens in the market. Okay, so you could see that, let's say this trend is trending heavily to the top, but RSI doesn't trend as much to that angle. It has a less steep angle. That is divergence. Okay, and because of this, when it comes down just by a little bit, right, just by a little bit, it doesn't come down with the same degree of height that it went. It comes down just by less than even half. Okay, but then you have RSI going all the way down to cross the 20. This is what causes divergence in the market, and that is why most of the time your indicators mislead you and you take wrong trades, and you are thinking, no, isn't this strategy always supposed to work? It doesn't work because of divergence. Right, so how do we unveil the secret of the RSI to know how the market is behaving at any point in time? We can also insert another trend indicator, which is the ADX. I've been talking about ADX, which is the trend strength indicator. That it tells you the strength of the trend. So we can add that. I have some descriptions already here. You can pause the video and check them out. Let me enlarge for you to see. Okay, I can enlarge from this point. Yeah, so these are the statistics or the figures, and then you set it as this period. I think I use 7. Okay, I can change this. All right, so what we see here, I explained that the white is the strength of the trend. So if the white is at this level of the line, it's a weak trend, or there is no trend at all. If the white crosses above this, I said this for the bot entry, if the white crosses above the strong trend line, which is 50, it indicates this is a strong trend. Okay, but is it a strong downward trend? It's only downward trend if the red line is above the green. So this is a strong downward trend, and if the green is above the red, like this area, then it's a strong upward trend. Okay, so let me just lower this and lower this and then close this in. Okay, good. This will be fine. I'll open this up a little bit. Good. Let me zoom in. Right. So how the RSI behaves is that we have the ordinary 70-30 lines, and then if the RSI, there's a trend like this, a very strong trend based on your ADX. That's why I brought the ADX, because it's going to help you to identify the trend is strong or not. And when it's strong, it tends to distort the RSI's movement. So when you have a bullish trend, then your RSI shifts from 3070. It shifts from 3070 to 4080. So I'm going to edit this, right? And I'll bring in 40, okay, and then 80. And then 40 becomes the oversold level, and then we leave the 80 as it is. So it means that when you have a strong trend based on the ADX that we have down here, we need to check our RSI, and RSI will shift. The range of the RSI will move from 3070, which is the default, to 8040, and therefore the 40 level becomes your oversold region. It means that if you want to be buying, you'll be buying at the 40 level and no longer at the 20 level, because the support and resistance gap has shifted up because of the bullish trend. And if it's very bullish, okay, if it's super bullish, so for bullish trend we have 40, 80, but for super bullish we're going to have 60 and 80. All right, so you see that even though the RSI is trending so much, it hardly crosses the 80. So this is going to be super bullish. 60 is going to be super bullish oversold, okay, or support. This is your new support. So because of this long trend or this super bullish trend, our RSI will only range between 60 and 80. So you should be buying when the RSI comes down to touch the 60, because that's the new support based on a super bullish trend. And the opposite is true for bearish markets. By default, we have 30-70. When the market becomes very bearish, let me try and look for a place that was very bearish. Here, good. What happens is that RSI is going to shift from being 30-70 level to now being what? 60-20. So there we come in to put in our 20 level, okay, and then our 60. So for that, 60 becomes overbought, okay, so or overbought. This is for the bearish mode. So we are now ranging. Whenever there is a deep trend, like I said, you can always measure that with the ADX. ADX crosses the strong trend level, which is 50 level. The red is above the green, which shows a strong bearish trend. Then we come to our RSI and know, by that knowledge, we know that the range has shifted from 30-70 default to 20-60. So now we are looking at this area, 20 as our new support region, and then 60 as our resistance zone. Then if it is super bearish, very super bearish, you would have to know that, okay, we have 40. So you have to know that the range now shifts to 20 and 40. So RSI will be moving in between 20 and 40, which means that whenever RSI goes up in a super bearish market, when the RSI moves up from 20, you should be selling around 40. Okay, so that is the knowledge behind the RSI. That is one of the secrets many people don't know. It tends to shift based on the trend of the market. That's why you always have a divergence in the market. So keep this knowledge intact. You can always label your RSI not just with 30-70, but with 20, 30, 40, 60, 70, 80, so that you know that in any trend at all, the RSI is going to shift in range. So the highest will be 80 and the lowest will be 20, with a period of 14 for the RSI. This is what I wanted to share with you. I believe you were educated. If you were educated, then drop a like on the video and help YouTube to push the video to other people who need this knowledge as well. Also, you can join my Telegram. Find the link down below. If you want bots or indicators that I've given out for free, follow the link, the download link down in the video description, and enjoy yourself. So we'll meet another time in another video. Thank you so much for watching. The legend, Boom and Crash Expert Advisor.